handle the truth.
Yep. Did you hear the intro? Did you hear the intro?
I have who?
Did you hear the intro?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I saw the whole joint.
Did you hear it? I was asking if you saw that motherfucker. God damn. Halfway saw that motherfucker.
We just gonna start off like this, y'all. Welcome to Truth is the New Minority.
Echoing though.
With Lou. We echoing?
Yeah, somebody echoing.
Hold on. That's me.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, there you go.
All right. Welcome to Truth, the New Minority with Lou, Don, and Dre.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Everybody, how y'all doing?
Life's a trip. Just living in it.
Yeah, better to be seen than viewed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Better to laugh with than be laughed at.
Hell yeah.
It depends on what you get laughed at.
Yeah, well, it depends on. Hey, it's a time and place for that shit. But
you get laughed at in the bedroom, yeah, that's a painful situation.
If you get laughed at in the what? In the bed? Oh, hell no.
I don't want to get laughed to or laughed at in the bedroom.
You get laughed in the bedroom, you better find somebody who.
That's a serious situation, man. You might need to codify
to not harm your ego.
So everybody viewing, look at this nigga's fucking torch. What the fuck is he trying to light?
Oh, hey, look like
y'all light shit from down the block.
First of all, while you're talking about it and keep pushing the button on that bitch takes fuel. It ain't a play toy, motherfucker. You ain't like it ain't a Bic. That's a fucking torch.
You know what? I'll buy you some fuel.
That's what you have with these motherfucking janky New York niggas, yo. They don't know shit.
Watch your mouth. Watch your damn mouth. Nickel.
Hey, what's going on? So listen. I'm gonna be the one to start at the top of the day. This is some real shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna expand on what I was gonna talk about. Let's talk about foot care, nail care, and facial care for men.
You know what? Glad you said that, because all that shit it plays a part. It makes a difference. Not just because you see the females do it. It doesn't make you feminine to do this shit. It's a part
feminine,
of.
What's that word?
Feminine.
You know? You mean feminine?
It's like feminine. It's just like feminine. But it's for men.
It's
because feminine, son.
It's male.
Taking care of your feet, your nails, and everything else it's not going to demean you or take away from your it's not going to demasculate you. It's only going to enhance you because the woman.
Shut up and let me have my topic.
Hold on, Negro.
No. You're gonna let me have my topic.
I'm gonna let you have your time. I was explaining what you were saying.
It's mine. It's my topic.
All right, go ahead, Butterhead. Go ahead.
Thank you, motherfucker. Damn.
Go ahead.
Shit. Nigga 6'12" and shit. Angry black nigga. Think he gonna beat me up.
I love that.
So let's real talk. So, we look at things when we go, you see women. I ain't even gonna lie. Man, you go in that motherfucker and get them feet done, son, I'm sleeping. By the time she put that scrub on my legs and fucking get my toes together, I'm fucking sleeping. This shit feels good. You be like, I don't give a fuck if you, whatever the fuck. It's too masculine. It's some pastel nigga with pastel colors. It's too soft. I don't give a fuck. Get my nails and shit done right. Man, it makes you presentable. It's a part of grooming. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than niggas shaving the hair off their nuts. You feel what I'm saying?
I have a manscape right there, buddy, but go ahead.
That shit just left real quick.
It ain't no different, That's real talk. The manscaping or whatever. The fuck it is.
Done. Depends on what type of razor you're using, too.
But let's be clear.
So you let the Chinese chick do your nuts too?
That's called prostitution. I ain't Deshaun Watson, you hooker. I ain't Justin Tucker.
That's called the back end to the happy ending.
So along with that, and I tell people, I said the most important thing, and you realize when you get older, is taking care of your feet. And it's dudes out here wearing tennis shoes too small, when you got kids, you want to make sure the foot is right so the foot continues to grow. You got chicks with up there, her feet grabbing the front of a shoe and shit. You know what I'm saying? While she walking down the street or whatever. But you got to take care of your feet. Because guess what? Them feet bad, you ain't doing too much of shit. You know what I'm saying? I found out this weekend, like I had more pair of Converse in probably 30 years. I ordered a pair of Converse. When I tell you, not the chuckers, fuck them chuckers. Unless you good, them motherfuckers need art support and everything in them.
No, see, those are not chuckers.
I'm not chuckers. I mean, he right.
They're Chuck Taylors.
Chuck Taylor.
I'm about to say the same thing. You talking about Chuck Taylor?
Yeah, Chuck Taylor's. You right.
The old Kareem
Yes.
ball basketball.
Them motherfuckers too flat for me the way. I can't do it. It don't work. It ain't nothing gonna happen. I like 270s, Vapor Max, anything with a little cushion. I can wear ones. I can wear ones all day. I can wear top 10s because all I gotta do is slide the insert in them because I like them.
Right.
But outside of that, man, if my feet don't feel good, I'm not wearing them. I see why people wear Hokas, and so the New Balance are a good tennis shoe. Don't get it wrong. But if your feet ain't right, shit is fucked up.
I'm gonna tell you, as far as walking though, the main 4 tennis shoes out there that's just really like that are the New Balance, the Brooks, the Asics, and the Saucony's. Because
they cater to your feet.
The true walk-in joints. But see, that's what we rock back home. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your Diodors. You know what I'm saying?
Diodors, they was comfortable. Yeah. And the Puma, the Yvonne Linders and stuff like that was hella comfortable.
And the Pumas is nice too. But only got one pair. I got a couple pair of Pumas left, but I got my.
They had to use 2 tigers and a cat to make your Puma.
No. Mine's is I got the all red suede joints with the white stripe on. The joints I used to break dance.
That's a lot of suede on your foot, nigga.
I wear the
but they comfortable though.
GFX, I think they are something like that.
Yeah, that's the joint that looks similar to the Nike boot shoe.
The Nike boots was the ultimate boot, but like any other industry, when they become real popular doing like police department, fire department, security, they go from 180 to fucking 310.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And they listen, them shits was legit.
But they're comfortable though.
Because they formed, and you realize that the boot formed to your foot. So it wasn't a whole lot to that.
And the crazy part, that's one of the air.
It formed
whatever air concept that they got inside the Nike boot. That's one air concept that's never bust. Let's dog them out.
Shut up, nigga.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I bought 2 at a time, 2 pair at a time at the time.
Right.
Like it's one because we like 2 pair. We had allowance for them, so I buy 2 pair. I put one up because I know about 6 months later, 6-7 months later, I'm gonna need to go to new pair. Another one became grass cutting boots. You feel what I'm saying? Like you moving on from them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tim's was a fashion statement. Like I tell y'all, them motherfuckers wasn't comfortable for fuck, and they damn sure weren't fucking warm. Shit.
That's a lie.
They weren't. Them motherfuckers wasn't warm, yo.
Tim's
was not warm, yo.
Yes, they was.
They were not. That's because y'all part sea line and shit. Y'all had fur.
I mean, it's because you gotta rock them joints, man. But
unless you put on, listen, to pay that for a pair. Listen, I love Tim's. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. Y'all warm in the summertime with your big toe hanging out. I get it.
Yeah, but mainly the chuckers though, the mid joints, the all black.
Now I wore the 6-inch joints in the summer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, that's
6-inch.
That's what we started out, baby. Come on. Yeah. Early morning start out 6 inches.
It's 2 boots no niggas need to be wearing. You don't need to be wearing no fucking beef and broccolis. No fucking Uggs. Ain't no man should be wearing no Ugg fur boots.
Nighttime when you put things on.
I'm sorry. Ain't no man.
The outfit you have at nighttime, you throw on the motherfucking 8-inch joints and you rock it with the jeans and you style.
And that's the good thing about the coming from different backgrounds of where we grew up. Everybody had their thing. You feel what I'm saying? And it was what it was. I mean, we had it with the beef and broccoli. The thing about New York could actually be a mirror image of Baltimore sometimes because our culture dropped up. Can I finish?
I ain't say nothing.
Because the culture, y'all dropped off to us first most of the time. Yeah. Between Philly and Jersey, it came straight down to us. The gap was between us and the Carolinas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy though.
Because remember this, Maryland is the northernmost southern state.
I'm gonna tell you the main thing I couldn't get though.
Yeah, remember that Maryland is the northernmost southern state.
Yeah.
When I look, I could go
That's
to
true.
you could go to Virginia outside of Maryland. They not know y'all. That was different. It was a different land.
Yeah.
DC
Way
had their
different.
think about it. DC had their own shit. They was
But
on
like,
New
y'all
Balance.
right there, but that's the thing that's fucking me up. Y'all there with DC. Then you got VA right there. You would
But
figure all y'all be in like sort of the same similar mix, but I like I was telling somebody yesterday. I say, yo, at the end of the day, shit, you gotta give each person their props. Like Baltimore with the club music, I give them their props with that shit because they slam that shit down. When you come here, it is nothing like when you go somewhere else and hear the New Jersey shit. Their shit is nice, but
the only place comparable with the Baltimore is Chicago. Chicago House is right
talking
there.
as far as being this close in this demographic here,
Yeah.
it's like y'all got your own lane. Like in DC, I give them. They got this thing with the trash can banging and all that, biting everybody. It works for them though.
Yo, son said the trash can banging.
But it works for them though.
But listen to what I'm saying. But it's crazy, right? I tell motherfuckers, what we 4.5 hours out of New York. You got Philly, you got Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But and I think it's an East Coast thing more than I think it's anything. Because when it's crazy because DC is a DMV. They're part of we're not a part of DMV. We're Maryland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you go down,
Y'all Baltimore.
yeah, we Baltimore.
Yeah.
There's no DMV
y'all not
for
Maryland.
What is y'all 36? This is crazy. Y'all 36 minutes away from DC actually, but before you get there, you hit some weird shit like PG County, Silver Springs. To me, all that shit is the same.
Garrettville. You know, there's a bunch of places in between.
Yeah.
But it's separate. That's what makes us our own entity because we're self-contained. You see what I'm saying? Like DC,
Y'all laws ain't
DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. But when they talk about Maryland and their part, they talking about the outskirts, where most of the people that work in DC live in the outskirts of Maryland and Virginia.
But see, that's the same as New York. Because New York, if you're not in the 5 boroughs, to us, you're not New York City. Long Island is not New York City. Yonkers is not New York City. If you're not in them 5 boroughs,
right,
you're not New York City.
So
same thing with here. If you ain't from Baltimore, you ain't a part of Baltimore.
If you're not from Baltimore, meaning anything on the outskirts, like you can't. And I tell motherfuckers, hello, yeah. So anything, Baltimore is Baltimore, and I tell everybody, we're like, yo, you from the East, and it's crazier than that, Dre, because Baltimore is broke down to East, West, North, and South.
Yeah.
If you tell me you're from East Baltimore, you tell me you're from 25th Street, I'm like, no, sir. And that's you from below 25th Street. Oh, no, I ain't gonna say 25th, don't say 33rd. You come down 33rd, come down. That's East Baltimore. But you ain't East Baltimore technically where Hopkins is. Hopkins.
Part is anything after 33rd is
Northeast Baltimore.
Yeah.
They got houses.
Yeah, going that way. Then you come.
That's like West Baltimore ain't that big, yo. They think West Baltimore is one thing, but West Baltimore is not that big.
Man,
outside West Baltimore is Southwest Baltimore.
I'll make you laugh, man. West Baltimore, yo. West Baltimore is from.
It's in the car.
From the funeral home line right there.
On the back seat. On the back seat.
So like damn near basically about.
See, I don't even.
No. That's the crazy thing because we understand your 5 boroughs, but most people that don't, if you didn't grow up in Baltimore, you don't understand the concept of how Baltimore broke down.
I don't.
You see what I'm saying? So right here, this is not. You're technically in West Baltimore. You're in West Baltimore.
And you're in West Baltimore, but they'll say, "Oh no, I'm from Hilton."
No, but you could be. But he's on a runner in Bentlow, so it is West Baltimore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if you go any further that way, up that way, that ain't West Baltimore. But you in that's the 1-5. You go to the one zip codes is the 1-5. You in West Baltimore, but you're not in the heart of West Baltimore. The heart of West Baltimore is Fulton, Baker, down in the middle over here. When you go over the hill, that's the heart. We could like the gutter. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, that's the gutter.
Then they break that shit down in codes, Don.
Then it spreads out. Then the houses change. You'll notice because the houses change.
Yep.
The houses change. Like you go from row house, like straight up row house.
Hey, Don.
Then you get houses with porches.
The houses
you get houses with grass.
The houses change. The atmosphere. The atmosphere literally.
Now I know that going from east to west.
It's a whole different atmosphere.
East side of the concrete
Whole
jungle.
different atmosphere, bro.
Patterson Park is the only park over that bitch. And Lake Clifton. There's really no grass in these bars.
Never noticed.
I worked over there, so I understood it. Like, you got Patterson Park was a park. There's really no grass in these Baltimore unless you go around the district, which is Edison Highway, which is you going towards the northeast towards.
You got hard dirt with lumps in it.
You got this is the concrete jungle over there, my nigga.
Drew Hill Park.
Drew Hill Park is actually it's the northern and the northwest.
Exactly.
That's the
northern, northwest. The northern, the northwest, the central all meet there. Like
so Drew Hill Park is not west.
Depending on what part.
Because there's an end that cold. Then when you go to Cold Spring,
like if
going.
Here's the thing. Before when I left, so Drew Park Lake Drive, where y'all go around and go across the viaduct and shit. Not going around the park, not going downtown, going around the park. That was the central. That was not. That's the 200. That's White Lock. They consider Drew Park Lake White Lock going down to
White Lock. I know about White Lock.
But going over, that's the northern district. That's considered something else. That's not even Drew Park. They don't. But you know what I'm saying? The park itself is like part of Hamden and shit. And Park Heights, like we technically where we live at is Park Heights, but it's not.
Because it hit.
She's from the 1-5, but it's not. It's the outskirts.
It's like a V though. It's damn near almost like a V.
Yeah. So every area, unless you was born here, like us born in New York, how you said about the boroughs, and I understood the boroughs on the river, but when you here, it's not that, man. It's not. It's like, yo, where you from? I mean, you from down the bottom. You down there where them other motherfuckers is from. You feel what I'm saying?
See, like Baltimore is broken down like Brooklyn and like Queens, because like Brooklyn, yeah, you could be from Brooklyn, but if you from East New York, that's different from if you're from Brownsville or if you're from Bed-Stuy, East New York, right there. But it's literally across the street. Like you cross Broadway, you go from Bed-Stuy to East New York.
Now the only difference that separates them from us from them is coming where we from, mentioning it like that, to be traveling and stomping on them grounds like that, you got to know somebody. Here you can just
go ahead. No. It's the same here. It's the same thing here.
I don't know.
Let's go back.
Motherfuckers they're crazy about their motherfucking areas.
Let's go back to the 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the Southwest.
Okay.
Baltimore, Hilton, Evanston Village. That's the Southwest. It ain't even the West. So when I say I'm in Southwest Baltimore. Southwest Baltimore all day. So the project, so what you got over that way is the Southwest bumped up against Cherry Hill. But it's the long way. We had Irvington, you had Baltimore Hilton, you had Emerson Village, you had Beachfield. And it was crazy. It was like, God damn, but everything was right there. But you go across the bridge, go across Emerson Avenue.
Right.
That's Emerson and Poplar Grove.
Right.
Unless you was a track star back then, you didn't fucking go over there.
Yo.
You feel that? And in parts of the village was fucked up like that too. Because niggas from Baltimore Hilton couldn't necessarily go up to Emerson and Allendale.
Because they would take that cut right there by Rosedale and go down the back way.
But you couldn't do it. It was crazy. I was from the village, and I knew a lot of dudes from the village. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, go up there, take my bike up. It was just a simple, I could go 2 blocks away off of Old Palermo and Old Freddie Irvington. That was a different land. Them niggas was robbing and shooting everybody over that bitch.
Yeah.
I thought that was just Baltimore.
No.
I'm talking about the robbing shooting everybody part.
Where you from?
From New York, nigga.
What part?
Shut the fuck up.
I said, shut the fuck
up. Grew up in Coney Island, then I lived in Bed-Stuy.
Everybody listen. But
I was in the Bronx. I ain't gonna lie, yo, it's crazy. I was in the Bronx, but I would go over Coney Island because Coney Island had them things, you know what I'm saying? It was like
I was a spot.
It was a fun time at that time. That's all I'm gonna leave it as that. It was a fun time at that time. So yeah, it's all love though. But yeah.
Listen, it was what it was. But
I mean,
back to foot care.
I mean, you got to be able to talk about it.
Back to care.
Back to care.
We're gonna talk care.
care.
Facial care.
Facial care, foot care.
Yeah, back to the facial care for your head.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever. Man, grooming is a part of the everyday thing for real. Let's be clear. You start massaging my feet while I'm in that shit, I'm going to sleep. I ain't even gonna fucking lie to you. I was like, shit. I mean, Don, you know, this nigga don't wear pastel colors. The only person that fixes his toes is a dog when he's hanging out the bed.
This nigga, fuck you. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. See, I try not to get all indignant, but can't help it, Wade. Nah, like I do my own feet, son. I do my own feet. Put them in the bath.
Yo, you be like Martin and Gina. Hold on, we got you.
I ain't letting nobody play at my feet, yo. Nah, I can't.
I mean, a little Filipino woman cutting them fucking cuticles.
Nah. That's why you can't wear sneakers now, because they put them roots on your feet and shit, nigga.
Roots. That's what you got growing out to.
But on a serious note though,
yeah.
Like I said, the feet and nail thing is cool, but yo, everybody can't be touching you, bro.
Yeah,
Spirits jump, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
spirits jump. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not going that root shit. Stop. We ain't going there.
I just said spirits jump. I'm leaving it off.
No, I'm talking about him. He can ready to jump off the bridge. I can see it coming.
But yeah, I don't feel comfortable with like anybody, not just Asians, anybody. If
How
you
about a 2 foot
if
midget?
you ain't my woman,
How about a 2 foot midget?
huh? Nah. Keep your 2 foot ass over there in the corner.
I'm due for an appointment this week. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not even gonna say that's not a masculine thing. It's just that's a personal thing for me. That's just
no, it's nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, that's what we do. You go in, you know what I'm saying? And to me, it's no different.
We all know that if you neglect, we already know if you neglect, then it's always the other side, the flip side to that. But it's always best to keep yourself up because
you gotta take care of it.
Yeah, why not?
Now, I will say, when I went to the Dominican barbershop, right?
What do you do with that little bit of hair on your head?
Nigga, fuck you.
You with that baby
nigga,
hair.
I got a fucking full head of hair.
No, nigga, that shit is see-through.
Just because I got soft hair.
Oh, now, hey, Dre.
Just because I wasn't born in the fucking Congo, nigga, with the shit that used to be on your head.
You trying to say you got a Russian map on your head, bro?
Yeah, that nigga is shit like a whisk broom.
Yo. Nah, but when I went to the Dominican barbershop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after son cut my hair and shit, he was like, "You want me to shape up your beard?" And I was like, "Yeah, bet. Don't say shape my shit up." My man went and put the towel in the fucking steamer.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's the shit.
Came back, wrapped my face, started rubbing my shit. I was like, "Wait a damn minute." Fuck that shit.
You're way too sensitive, yeah.
This right here.
It's
way too weird for a man to be fucking doing this shit.
He thought he was gonna put his thumb in his ass. That's all.
Shit start feeling a little bit. Hey, them hands get to be like, yo, bro, what the fuck?
This nigga was massaging my shit.
Well, dude, you ever had? Listen, I had a barber like, but dude, I couldn't keep getting this nigga.
But me growing up, I had a privilege.
He pick your ingrown hair. Ingrown hair, not growing a beard. He make sure your beard stay tight. Pick your ingrown hair, put the heat on it, do everything. And you got that's what he do. That's what is his thing, yo. Like, hey, he was on it. It cost him, but your face felt good as a motherfucker.
So they used to have, well, not used to. Some of the newer barbershops, they got like this executive care shit, where like while you getting your hair cut, somebody doing your nails and all that shit.
And rubbing the tug,
huh? You said what?
The rubber the tug, yeah. And a happy ending. He got it in Sean Watson.
Oh, see,
oh shit!
You be going to Diddy's barber.
It's better than
that's your fucking problem.
It's better than R. Kelly's.
See, can't be serious with y'all. Can't be fucking serious.
Oh
Hey, as long as you don't pull a
back to the main road. Let's go. Can we travel back to the main highway and stop veering off and shit?
You the one to keep with the fucking off ramps.
You took it there, bro. We good.
You the first one to take an exit.
All right. Who next? What's the next time?
All right. I'll go next. Yo.
If you like your feet done and you know whatever, yo, do what you do. It's not gay. It's not homophobic. It's like what you do. Masculine kid, it's just for this feminine kid. That's it.
Let's talk about
that you take care
being masculine.
Upkeep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! You ready to jump off the bridge on this one? Go.
Let's talk about being masculine because the lines have gotten blurred a lot, like a lot. Come on,
I'm gonna keep it 100.
You don't think so?
State your point.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Hold up, no, you can say shit. Finish his story. Yeah.
It is a story.
It ain't your turn. You go.
Goddamn loud and shit. This fucking digs in my ear, yo. But the lines have gotten a little blurred, and I'm not even talking about the LGBTQ. Like that's different. It's the masculine men who do a lot more feminine shit now. You know what I'm saying? Or what you say?
Football players, basketball players, those with a couple of dollars that think they can exploit. You know, because I got money, I can make the. I don't know. When you walk around with a Louis purse this big, yo, ain't tough.
A Louis purse with a skirt on and some furry boots
and rappers. I'm sorry.
Yo, like what the what the fuck? When did all this shit become cool?
In our lifetime, women carried the purse.
It never became cool, bro.
Yeah,
they thought it was, but like Ice Cube said it best. What was the word he used? Basically, emasculation. I forget. I'm trying to make the word. The pussification of the black man.
Pacification?
No, he made a word.
Say like
pussification of the black man.
Start dressing like that. My thing is, at the end of the day, you always had those tendencies. I'm sorry. That shit come from somewhere. You ain't just all of a sudden just I'm gonna follow a trend. This one I'm gonna start doing. Nah, that shit's there.
I never once looked at my mother's closet and said, "Oh, that's a nice dress."
Never.
And wanted to put that bitch on. Oh, that's a nice handbag and wanted to carry it. Never once.
Nah.
Not
happening. Then you got these cats out here making TikToks, getting out of cars, and they don't show the face yet. Then you see him, and all of a sudden you're like, what? It's a whole dude with a whole dress on with high heels on, platform joints, stiletto.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking about like the gay men. I'm not talking about them. That's whatever they do. That's their business.
We're not on none of that. We're not on that. We're talking about.
As a matter of fact, peep this.
Claim to be so.
A lot of fucking gay men are dressed in more masculine than masculine men.
Well, most gay men don't fuck with faggots. Most gay men are just gay. They're not faggots or whatever. They just choose to live their lifestyle.
Wait.
This is what I'm saying. Man, let me clean it up. Okay. So most gay men dress like men. Being gay is what they are. But that extra frolicking shit is another level of the shit. You know what I'm saying? When they want to come out with heels, gay men are gay men. And I've been to plenty of situations where we had to have a situation. A gay man is a gay man. They ain't out here with the TH at the end of the word and wearing heels. They just gay. They like men. And they're not exuberant about it. It's how they get down. But then you got they call them. Let's go with the faggies where they do the extra shit.
I think it's queer now.
Or whatever. LGBT, ABC, EFG, whatever it's called.
You're not about to get us canceled and shit.
We already did.
You got that community. They run shit.
Mm-hmm. I ain't Will Smith, nigga. I ain't making a million. The fuck? What you and I ain't talking like.
But like a lot of men are doing like feminine
shit.
stuff, yo. Like, and I joke around about the colors and all of that. That's just me being that's jokes. This is serious. Mm-hmm. Like this dude at my job, son got a beard thicker than mine, and he comes in every time he's at work and he has on a skirt.
Wait a minute.
And I'm like, I don't Like, what is he?
Have you tried
Like, what's
your part?
Because he can't be trans. His beard thicker than mine, yo. I'm talking his shit like he a lumberjack motherfucker, yo.
So with that, right, and then we old school. We're dinosaurs. Let's be clear. We're dinosaurs with all this.
I know.
Trans. You know,
They'll
we dinosaurs.
They'll call it a kilt.
Nah,
kilt or a dress.
Kilts are normally like colorful though.
The plaid.
Yeah, I know what you said. I'm just saying.
This motherfucker wears a blue skirt that comes down to right above his knees and shit. Like, I'm like, yo, son damn near got on a mini.
I hate you.
The fuck? Like,
What I mean, I hate you out here.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I know we from a whole different era, but I feel like I jumped in a time machine.
Does he have a good relationship? Does he have a good rapport with the folk at the job?
I mean, I don't know. I don't talk to him. We don't have no conversation. we ain't got nothing to talk about.
My man,
This motherfucker stupid.
We ain't got shit to talk about.
What I'm gonna say is this, right? And I'm gonna just leave it open. I don't bash nobody for how they live. I'm opinionated.
I ain't bashing.
I'm opinionated to the motherfucker. Don't get it wrong. But there's some things I don't believe in, and sometimes, you know, and that's what we are. And I said we dinosaurs at this shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
We came up in a different era where men were men.
Yeah, we come from a whole different club, man.
And we have a hard time accepting anything other than men and women.
Yeah, but see,
it don't make it right. But we can't. And I say we hold a level of sensitivity to some of this, and sometimes
I'm gonna tell you,
it ain't realistic. The problem is we got to exist in the world with them.
But here's the thing: I don't have a problem with like somebody who's transitioning or anything like that. By all means, do your thing. But when you can't confuse me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we aren't confused. It's just that we have a hard time accepting because we've been, we're 50 plus. It ain't too much you're gonna do to change us thinking about certain.
I'm gonna tell you like this. As far as my outtake on this is this. I'm not accepting none of that shit, but I'm gonna respect you for the person that you are. That's what you want to do. Yeah, I'm not.
Let me ask you a question, Dre. And we got a homeboy.
I'm gonna tell you why I say what I say.
No. Let me ask you this question. So we got a homeboy, straight up homeboy, like our man's, like my man's. Go hard to the wall for him. Son turned out to be gay.
I mean, you can't control what your kid comes out.
Fuck them all the way up. Fuck them all the way up.
No. But check this out though. It fucked me up because I experienced that shit growing up where I witnessed an individual get ready to get married on two separate occasions to two fine ass women, then turn around and marry a dude. On some real ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it fucked me up though because I was like, how the fuck? And I was like, for years I didn't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? And then when my mother passed, I was like, I know this is what she would want. But at the end of the day, like I say, I got love. I love him to death. I'll do anything for him. It's just that I don't accept that shit, but I respect if that's how you are. But they respect me, and I respect them because they respect. They know that's not me.
Right.
It don't affect you. So
but he lets
it
be known, bro. He was like, nah, my nephew don't play that shit. My nephew ain't. No, that ain't.
I had a homie that I grew up with, and I mean, we used to be in the gutter together, like, and I ran into him like 10 years later, and son introduced me to his husband, and I was like, whoa, yeah, what? But
see, I'm gonna tell you what, and on that note, bro, it's like shit to be throwing you for a loop because, like you say, we in school, bro. We on a basketball varsity team. We rocking out. We football. We boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, and then it's like for some reason the veil is coming off. Once you graduate, you get your papers and you off, and it's like, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that, and you stay in touch. But you don't always physically see each other because of the way your life is going, and you're trying to make moves to do what you need to do. So then when you reconnect, it's like somebody then painted a whole they scrambled the whole puzzle up and put a whole new motherfucking dynamic picture on that bitch. And be like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
All right, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say this right here, right? Our expectations of a person that has other things going on is our expectations. You know what I'm saying? They might have had that feeling forever. So what we expect is not what they expected themselves. They might have been living a double life, you know, trying to stay out of the way.
No,
and I'm sure he was.
No, listen.
It's what you don't expect. You don't expect that shit. It's what
I
you
don't
expect.
No. We think that our homeboy, let's say we got homeboy been tough with, we assume that they go home every day, shut the door, and go knock off the chick. We don't know if it's a dude in there because we don't live with these cats. You know what I'm saying? We expect that everybody's house is neat, clean, the dishes are clean, and you go in the house and be like, damn, what the fuck? Don't nobody cleaning this bitch. That's our expectations.
And everybody has their own thing.
Our expectations is much only our kids and maybe your wife or your sibling, you got expectations for. But everybody outside of that, they live their own lives, man. So we can never say what the next person won't do.
No, you can't.
Everybody gonna go through their own thing.
If that shit somehow hits close to home, that's a.
So let me ask you this, Dre.
No, hold on. That's something that you gotta like. You know what? Damn, that's my son or that's my daughter. It's like, yeah, it's like because you hear people. And I hear the stories of I'm gonna love him, you know, uncle. Because somebody asked, they posed that question to me, and I was as honest as I could be with them and told them like, look, you know what? If one of my sons or daughters were to come and tell me that they were like that or whatever, it's like I had to think about it for a second, but it was like, you know what? Yeah, it's like a weird. I'm going to try to figure where the fuck did this come from. I'm like, because I showed you this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
it's not up to you.
It's not up to you.
I'm not gonna love you no different. I'm not gonna start treating you funny, nothing like that. I'm just saying it's just like, wow, because I've always given my children, you know, ample space to express themselves. Their mother didn't. You know what I'm saying? And they always came to me and was like, Dad, you know, I thank you, you know, for allowing me to be able to express myself. Because Mom, you know, she would. When we go to try to tell us something, she would either shut us off, cut it off, or just get angry with an attitude. You know what I'm saying? And when it was, you know, and that's just basically dealing with different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my one daughter came to me and she was like, yeah, Dad, well, you know, I'm this, you know what I mean? My oldest daughter is bisexual. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I'm saying, okay, I still love you the same. Like, it is what it is, but yeah, so what's up? You know what I mean? But I know that the dynamic is, okay, you have your father, but then you have the mother's side. So that shit came from somewhere. Down, you know what I mean? So it's always a beginning to the means of something, but you just can't pinpoint where it come on. You just have to listen to them and try to guide them the best way you can.
So I'm gonna say this, Dre. Dre, I'm gonna say this. And us as men, and you know, we can get narrow-minded because you know, we got a thing where if God made anything better than pussy, he kept it to himself. Listen, but you gotta understand this, yo. The only thing we can do, because I'll be damned if I'm gonna try to sit there and figure out why you gay or why you bisexual.
I'm not.
The only thing we can do is be supportive of it.
That's what I'm saying. You allow them to, but you have to allow them space to be able to express themselves, because if you don't and you just cut them off and you shut them off,
you do more harm than good.
I close them out and how can I help you if I don't know what's going on with you? You follow?
So my problem is not the ones who know what they are and it's clear. Like, I'm cool with that. It's the confusing people. it's okay. I know this guy who goes as she, but got a girlfriend and uses the men's bathroom. I'm like, come on, what the fuck? Come on, man. Give me a fucking lane. Give me a lane to stick it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the lane at?
I agree with you, but I'm gonna give you another one. I see. This is where us black men get caught up, and you know, it's like I'm just saying black men as a general. I'm not saying me, you. I'm not saying us. I'm just saying some black men in general. You know, like you say, they're confusing because you go certain places, they done had shit done to them. Because and I'm gonna go like in our era, you already know. We checking for certain things. We already know what it is coming up. Nowadays, you got hellified technology where the dollar's gonna get you to be like, yo, this bottle right, you take this bottle right here. Take this bottle. Technology, you got the money, and had this bottle looking like the best thing smoking, and don't look like when you first showed it to that person. So I get where you coming from because it's a lot of that shit going on, and a lot of brothers going to jail because they're losing their mind. They're like, bitch, I ain't such. But at the end of the day, the back of my mind is like, bruh, okay, if they present themselves to you like that, especially if you type the, you know, you doing the touchy feeling type of stuff, something's gonna give you an indication to be like, okay, you know, even before you get to that point, you know, what's up? Now, if you continue that shit, then you got issue within yourself. Don't get mad and take it out on that person when you got damn you trying to be with this person.
So with
you find out what's what.
So with the technology today, it's scary as fuck. Let's be clear.
It is.
I mean, I think they should have to tell you off the rip, or it should be on their driver's license or something.
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry. Like the Scarlet Letter, motherfucker. I'm that nigga.
I don't think that
if you're now Bunny and you was Benjamin before, you just need to tell them motherfucker.
Yeah, agreed, bro. Agreed.
I don't.
Come on, yo.
If I knew you asked, yo, what's up, Donald? What's going on, D?
That's like you, yo. I ain't saying you.
Then you
Yo, that's Donald.
I used to be.
Shit.
Well,
I'm looking Donald, not Donald, nigga.
Hey, I was saying, no, it's me. Me who? What the fuck you talking about? Man, we used to play on the same football team. What? Yeah,
you was my halfback?
Remember Darren? You know, the wide back, and you know what I mean?
That motherfucker that puts the ball to the quarterback.
Yeah, y'all like, come on, man.
So whole time you had your hand there.
I'm being, but it's real, man. I think you should have to like you watch this shit on TV and the and the alternate lifestyles decide they're not gonna tell them to the third or fourth date that they trans.
So
bitch,
I don't think I don't think they should have to shit like tattoo they shit on their forehead or no shit like that. Like,
right here.
Nah, like, and even if you just have an initial conversation with somebody, it's just a conversation. Yeah. Your business is your business. But if it's starting to progress a little, you know,
if I buy you a drink, I need to know
that.
if you're male or female.
Damn that shit. If you know this person is no man, yo, you know a person is like that, and you sit there entertain that shit, you got the issue.
What she say? Hold on. We got some outside interference. What you say?
I said, why? You buy guys drinks all the time.
Yeah, but I want to know it's a guy.
Wow.
Oh shit. Cause I'm fucked up.
Here's the thing. Stop running around buying everybody drinks and shit.
I don't do it. Most of us my regular niggas. I ain't doing it.
My thing is, if you're not interested in them, you buy them a drink because you.
No, not really. I'm just saying.
No, that's what it is.
You know, if you don't eat your crabs and leave me alone.
No, I'm just saying that's what it is.
It is not.
I just feel like
because Mel and Melody is two different motherfuckers.
Right, but why you buying Melody a drink if
it's Mel?
If it's a problem with Mel, because you're trying to holler at him.
No, not really.
No, you was Mel talking, yo, what's up, baby? How you doing? Yo, what's everything? All of a sudden, next thing you know.
That's what it is. That's what you buy that drink for.
Can we have this podcast? putting out here because we having like
ain't happening, bro. Sorry.
Nah,
No,
if
no. Fuck that.
he said no.
No.
Listen, yo, this the new game, yo.
Yo, this
What? No.
shit happens, yo.
And I knew
But
you as yo.
If it's a second conversation happening, that should be part of the second conversation.
No. That need to be part of the first conversation. Like I said, you entertain that shit. What was wrong with you? Like you trying to find out what time it is. Ain't no partaking in none of that shit. You be like, nah. You let that shit be known. Well, I don't go that way, but I'm gonna listen to you to make what you tell me what made you do that. I'm like, oh, that's a wrap.
That's just who they are. You know, sometimes
After they let you know what's what, and you sit there and be and
you proceed.
Like
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is because that's what you're choosing.
yeah.
That's what you're choosing.
It's like I said,
It's confusing. It's dangerous out here.
That group is not confusing.
Prime example. Nope. Prime example. You worked up 25th Street, bro. I'm just getting here. I'm riding through there on my way to go see folk. That's whole. I'm like, what? No, hell no.
See,
that's crazy.
those are the people that don't confuse me. They're pretty straightforward. I understand. You was a man.
No. I'm
Yeah,
talking
you're
about the ones that you ride and they come up, hey, how you look? You like?
I'm not. I just don't understand.
The problem is, there's certain parts of this thing you just stay the fuck away from.
I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
If motherfuckers don't know, I'm like, oh, down there, you gonna figure it out today.
And the crazy part is, because I've heard the stories with some of the cats I used to work that worked up in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and them things can fight too.
Below 25th Street. Anything
Them
below
things can
25th
fight.
Street is crazy.
Cause like that same dude that wear the skirt to work, this nigga standing in front of a urinal with a skirt pulled up.
You know what,
you
yo? We
doing,
need to
man?
switch. Your turn, yeah.
Yeah.
That motherfucker done lost his mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead. We can ready to get kicked off of YouTube.
Fucking for real, yo.
Go ahead. What you got, Dre?
All right. Outside the thing I discussed earlier, now on a real serious topic, you know, far as school, you know, and being in school and shit, and being part of the in crowd and all this type of stuff. It's like, you ever wonder? Well, I used to wonder, but I started seeing it physically for myself when I would go back home and visit. But
You know, when you spit out the fucking question, god damn.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm getting sleepy here.
You get sleepy. I'm so long into that story. Well, you know, but nah. At the end of the day, you ever stop and think? You ask yourself, what happened to those that was quote unquote supposed to be the shit in school along with you? We all in the in crowd, but we see the ones that try to overly do it, and then when you run into them later on, you be like, damn.
It's called life, yo. It's called life.
Man,
it's called life, bro.
I'm like, wow. I know what it's called. I'm just saying, it's like, but these be the ones that, man, I would never do that and that and you and looking down on everybody, and it's just like.
So what happened to your original question? That wasn't it.
I know what the original question. You want to go back on the original question?
Can we get to the original question? Maybe we can say that with the next week.
You said you want to go with this shit. Okay. All right. The original question is do you believe how far is helping how far
Thank you, appreciate it.
How far is helping a friend out too far, going too far?
Now, based on what we were talking about earlier,
yeah,
I think the furthest that anything should ever go is an introduction. It shouldn't be no say a good word about me. Nah, because you got a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a woman and you sitting there having a conversation with another woman about the next man, y'all spending too much time together.
I get
You know
that
what I'm
part,
saying?
but but my thing is, you're talking to your friend. See, because I come from the perspective where I'm never been an insecure type dude. You know what I'm saying? But I've always protected and cared about whoever I was dealing with, their feelings and stuff like that.
Right.
So that being said, it's like, okay, sometimes when we are, we don't, unconsciously, like, all right, you don't think nothing about it, but I'm gonna say something, boom, boom, and you say something to that person, they're gone or whatever, but the other person sees it, but you explain it to them as nothing, but it's already perceived. The action itself is already perceived that the shit's another way. So you have to, therefore, now do some damage control. You be like, hold up, babe, no, this ain't that. Trust me, this ain't that. I'm just trying to help my boy out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, initially, babe, you know me. This ain't I ain't out here doing that dumb shit. You know me, but to stand on your principle and morals is like you gotta really respect their feelings, because it's no way you can come back at them and get mad and say anything derogatory towards them or them assuming shit, because the perception of the act is always going to overrule that. You know what I'm saying?
So Dre, you want to go on? All right, so Dre, like I said the first time, like if we're out, we chilling, like boom, 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 bang. You might be at a table with whatever, you married, you whatever, but the ladies at the table, boom. And you say, all right, your man come on, what's up with her? You know that's how it usually play out. What's up with her? Oh, that's Shorty, what's the name, blah, blah, blah. Sure, you might see something there like, my man like you, and you keep it moving. Mm-hmm. That's as far that shit's to go. If he can't seal the deal from that shit, that's on him. Because I'm not getting caught in the because you know how to do this. Yo, what she say? No, nigga, this ain't what. Take your punk ass over there and holler at her. Let her tell you what she got to say. Or she gonna call you. Or she ain't called me this, that, and the third. Okay, nigga, she didn't call you. Big fucking deal.
Like when I first met my wife, right? My man knew her. I didn't. All I said to him was, yo, let her know I'm gonna shoot her a friend request.
He had to go pee right quick, I guess. Uh-oh, y'all just went out, y'all.
There you go. You got me now. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me see if I can get this black nigga back on. He touching shit.
When his toenails clip the line.
He said when your toenails clip the line.
Let me sit my car.
If I can get you back in. Or is it gonna put you on a whole nother June? All right.
My bad.
All right. So when now we all now echo it.
There we go. So all I asked him to do, let her know,
right?
I'm gonna shoot her a friend request on IG. That's it. I don't need him to tell her how good of a dude I am, where I went to school at. That shit me and her gonna talk about. All I need is that initial introduction. I'll take it from there. Anybody who needs more than that, they asking you to do too fucking much.
Right. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with it. Or taking a number from that person to give to that person.
No, not even that.
No.
Not even that.
I'm just saying because it happened to me. It was
all they gotta say is
I got the joint
this
from
is such
them,
and such.
Gave it to
this
them.
is such and such.
Yeah,
but still, it was like the perception of that shit went left like a motherfucker. Like, hold up.
It will.
No, this
will.
ain't that. I'm like, hold on. But at the end of the day, I still was the bigger person and took accountability and said, look, check this out. I love you. You love me. This ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what, just from now on, I'm like this. I'm at the point now that, hey, we boys and everything. If we out and you see something, nah, take your bitch ass over there, holler at and say something. You don't say something, another motherfucker gonna get her ass. You're not fucking up my shit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. You're just not gonna fuck my shit up because at the end of the day, I, like for the whole pack, you know how you like we're not even gonna put religion like different things like Muslim, Christian. I'm gonna just say you use the Lord as the top tier is that He bless you with someone to come into your life and you respect that person in y'all building.
I can't see the
y'all building, right?
I can't see.
Y'all hear me?
There's no comments.
All right.
You hear me?
Yeah,
my ears bleeding right now.
You know, so you got somebody to come into your life and everything's working out. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like, I'll be damned if I got something nice and beautiful, I'm gonna fuck that up for some shit that don't even look half as good as mine.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy as hell.
The rules are even or better.
Because here's the thing.
Or to shoot that shit home, not gonna fuck up my shit that I'm building for abroad that I'm not trying to take that risk of this broad not having a pot to piss in or bullshit. Or it's just weird. Not doing it. You gotta speak for yourself, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
and that'd be the biggest. That's the way that whole.
My thing is now, I'm like this. You get an attitude, you get mad because I don't want to say nothing to somebody for you. Then fuck you. Then I don't need you. You ain't respecting my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, right? And this shit has happened many a times over in the past. Your man asks you to drop a word to somebody, and you sitting there having a conversation with them about the other person,
right?
And she starts thinking, damn, this got to be a really good dude to try to do this for his man. And she start feeling you. Now you fucked in the game.
That's what I was saying. She takes your words by your words because she knows this shit coming from you.
Like I told you first, you give them the alley-oop.
You gotta sell
and you
this
walk
nigga
the fucking other way.
You gotta sell.
You ever seen two niggas dunk at the same time?
Wait a minute, hold up. You gotta sell this nigga through your words, through her. She intrigued by what you're saying.
LeBron and D-Wade, when he gave him the alley-oop, it was D-Wade in there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that nigga Braun was all the way down court.
LeBron was that way.
Yeah,
you feel
she intrigued. Yeah. He's intrigued by what you're saying, and then she comes with, well, why didn't he just come and speak to me himself? Why didn't he just say it? Then you try to say some other shit for him. Well, I don't know, maybe he's shy, whatever. I'm just trying to, do this. Boom. She said, well, I like, and then you fuck, like you said, you fucked in the game. As soon as she go, well, I like what you talking about. Yeah, these are your words, not his.
What you say?
And then I'm more prone to try to holler at you than him because he's scared. I don't need no scared nigga.
You throw the pass.
Oh no, he gets,
and then you walk away.
He gets all that out of you. I'm gone.
Yeah, that's it. You walk away.
Listen, like I said, the alley-oop is usually a play over there. You still on the ground.
Either your shit gonna go in the basket,
or a nigga, or somebody gonna swipe,
or you gonna hit an air ball,
or swipe.
Nothing to do with that.
By the time that nigga dunk it,
I'm gone.
I'm already in the locker room. I'm putting my shit on. I'm out.
I'm going before that bitch releases hands to go towards whatever he's trying to do. I'm going.
That shit will turn real south real quick, and it ain't worth it. It ain't fucking worth it.
And the crazy, and it's like we all have beautiful, wives or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? We have beautiful queens. We got beautiful queens. So even with us, we respect each other's ladies. Everything is good. We respect each other because that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, and we have classy women, bro. And I seen the other shit from where we come from. We ain't trying to revisit them roads like that.
No. I like the road I'm on.
Huh?
I like the road that I'm on.
I like the road I'm on too, baby.
What happens if you blink twice at a nigga?
I don't know. I can't answer that one because I ain't blinking twice.
I got beat.
I ain't blinking shit. Hey, I got them toothpicks. I'm staring right here, baby. I'm on you.
Yeah, that's shit crazy.
We just gotta, you know what I'm saying? And we all came from a past. But we gotta understand, yo, that past ain't the present. And I ain't even got the energy for my past. Like I ain't got it. I can't think about two things at the same time. One thing. And one of them things is definitely not hooking one of my mans up. No. Can't think about your shit. It's hard enough keeping my shit together.
Like, bro, you gotta hook yourself up, homie.
You know,
I gotta worry about my nuts being taken care of.
Exactly.
Not yours.
Exactly.
And then at the end of the day, you fuck my shit up. You damn sure can't give me what she can give me. And I don't feel that way. So,
and he can't fix your shit either.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? He can't fix your shit either. Because clearly he can't even fix his own shit.
No.
Nah. But
because
I
learned a valuable lesson that you'll have some people just they just do shit, and because you're like, all right, we cool, or I'll help you out, whatever, and they be on that shit, and then now they gonna fuck around and find out that relationship is no more because you keep coming with the dumb shit, and it's like it's a whole pattern with you because you got that percentage of one's associates that are claiming to be friends and steadily always on some dumb shit. Them the ones that you got to keep a close eye on and be like, you know what? No, I can't ride with you like that, and I got to deal with you from afar. If I see you, be like, hey, what's up? But
that's just life in most cases. Most people play themselves out. Most people play themselves out anyway.
Yeah. Let
good, bad. They play themselves to the left anyway, and you realize, I can't fuck with you. I see you when I see you. Bye.
Because I'm at the point where it's like I refuse to allow anyone to play with my energy, bro. On some real shit. Because I know where I've been. I know I'm not trying to go back to that person.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go back to that person. Ain't no glorifying none of that shit. I just know that I'm not trying to go back to that person. And if I have to go back to that person, it'll be for somebody that's going through something, and I done seen them go through something that's relatable that I went through, and I can help them through my story. That's it. But that becoming that physical person that I was before, I got too much to gain, bro. Fuck all the cliche shit. Well, I got too much to lose. Nah, nigga, we got a lot to gain.
Right.
You feel me? Every day, everybody keeps feeding this narrative, man. If you do this, man, you got too much to lose. Get off that negative thinking shit. Because you keep thinking that, man, that same mentality, it's not gonna never go nowhere.
Yeah.
So you always gotta just keep pushing forward as far as good energy, bro. Good energy, good energy. You put that shit out, it's coming back. Then you're blessed to be able to recognize the shift in bad energy. When bad energy come around, you know, to either remove yourself if they're not trying to do whatever. You don't have to be a part of it. You can remove yourself from that shit and keep it pushing, and can reconnect with when the good energy comes back on another source.
Good. Yeah. So before we wrap up tonight, if this is your first time tuning in, if you catch us later on, do us a favor, hit the like, hit the notification, and subscribe. So this way we become part of the algorithm and people can start tuning in and enjoying some of this fuckery and foolery and some real serious talk.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta
so next time, next Monday, we gonna do this shit again, and hope you fucking enjoyed the shit.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some more shit next week. More serious topics.
And if my man Lou didn't offend you this week, he'll offend you next week.
Oh, next week,
next week
tune in for that.
On his head.
Hey, listen. If there's anybody more offensive than Don, because he has a problem with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got my man Squatch, aka Dre. You know, I'm trying to get one of them. We all trying to get one of them chains so we can be uniform on this.
Man, know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? Big dookie rope, you feel what I'm saying?
That's some shit you could tow another car with, son.
Well, the nigga, the December I wearing the bitch. It's a truck wearing the chain, ain't it? All right, y'all. Question for y'all. OKC, what we got? Who winning?
Yo,
OKC.
So
OKC.
my son is a diehard
We ain't
Pacers
asking
fan.
for
OKC.
I gotta go with the Pacers on this.
OKC. OKC.
You know, I'm a root for my
Two more
son's team.
questions and two more things. The Wu-Tang album came out. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Last one.
I'm there on the 18th.
Lil Wayne album sound a little dated to me. Like it's supposed to come out weeks in which we know.
I'm sorry.
Because it is.
It's dated. But is it?
No.
It's more out.
That is pre-written shit that he just had.
It's 5 years old.
Yeah.
Yes, that he just had, but was in it when
the crazy thing is,
it would match what was that. It would match the bullshit that was. I'm gonna go there. 5 years ago was a lot of bullshit out. That shit would have matched and blended in with that fine. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it, the shit debuted at #1 on the Billboard chart though, which is weird.
That's because he's Wayne.
Debut. That's because of his last.
Because of his name though.
That's because it's Wayne.
I didn't say he stayed there. I'm saying it debuted.
That's the album that Birdman shelved and wouldn't let him put out.
That's why Jay wouldn't have to do what he had to do.
Yeah.
But if you think about it though, listening to that shit, and Birdman had to hear that he shouted, he was like, yo, hold up. This ain't the best you, but that's during the time when them was going through with the money shit too.
Yeah,
so because
at that time it was good.
Yeah.
5 years later, it's dated.
No, I'm gonna say the album started off good. Then they start having money probably before the shit got done. Or I'm just going to the studio because all right, you get my money.
I ain't even gonna like.
Hold on. I'm just going to the studio and I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Blah 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 blah. Now everybody else now we're getting a chance to hear it, and everybody, yo, Wayne bring out some new material. We like,
yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this, yo. And I listened to the album. I got a chance to listen to most of it. I didn't listen to all of it, but I do like 3 tracks on it. That hip hop with Lil Wayne and Big X the Plug. I like the flow. I guess that's because that flow fits into our genre. That to us, because the flow, Big X when he put Big X the Plug, so that's crazy because that means Wayne knew about Big X the Plug before we blew. You feel what I'm saying? Big X the Plug is.
Now listen to Big X Plug's music and his album is tight.
Yeah, I listen. So if Wayne had him on this,
the whole project is nice.
Yeah, Big X the Plug was it. Now I've never been impressed with is 2 motherfuckers out in the woods, Future and 2 Chainz. Them niggas, I'm like, where the fuck? Who? Now Future and 2 Chainz. When 2 Chainz was Titty Boy with the Dungeon Dragon, he was a far better rapper.
I was through with Future when he made that lyric about him, sucking dick. I was like, then he tried to come back. Clean up and said that's not what he said, bruh. That line you just said right there ain't matched that shit, and I know damn well what I heard, bruh. No.
But the Wu shit, I love the Wu shit. You listen to Wu shit?
I ain't listened to the Wu shit yet.
I like that Wu shit. That Wu shit is.
You're not gonna be disappointed, bro. I'm
gonna
listen to it on my way to from work tomorrow.
They got
that Wu shit is good, son. I ain't even gonna front.
They got a few different mixtapes out too.
That Wu shit was good. You know
all
what
that shit banging, bro.
You can actually go from beginning to end on Wu.
You won't be disappointed.
All right, so we gonna wrap this up.
I don't feel like
it. Hey yo, it's all love.
Unless y'all want to go long, it's up to y'all.
No.
Well, hold up, man. Let's not forget what's going on in California. But the motherfuckers protesting, they voted for that shit. So there's no love lost with the immigrants fighting the police down there.
I feel what
they
you
voted.
said.
They voted them in there.
What you said?
Consequences.
What you said earlier, when on the joint you put up early when I was at work and I saw it, I was like, "Yo, I agree with you."
They voted them in there. Latinos for Trump. You got them.
Yep, there you go. They got the
F
National Guard next to
F.
Stay out that shit.
They fucked around and found out.
That's y'all business. I'm good. I I'm good.
Because the
Yeah.
powers that be is mad because now black folks are staying quiet.
Yeah.
He wanted to hold, if he figured black people came out that crazy, he can declare
We ain't
martial
doing that.
law and man, now
That's all they want. That's all they want, bro.
We'll lock your peoples up.
That's
Now
all they want.
we
not doing
chilling.
it.
We chilling. We ain't thinking about
We not
Walmart, Trump, Elon, none of them. We chilling. We good.
Even he just got on Trump's camp. He didn't like what something when he like, you know what? I removed myself. Now he gone. But
Yo,
who cares? I don't trust none of them.
Listen,
Nah.
they all scandalous, so it don't even matter. So,
but
you know, on top
we
of
gonna chop
that,
it up.
make sure everybody do their research before they go posting shit. That's all I'm
Yep.
saying. That's good.
That's all.
Shit. Till next Monday, y'all.
So next
Holla at your
Monday.
boys.
Peace to my peoples. Fuck the rest of y'all. Be easy, folks.
Peace.
Yeah, be easy.
You gotta hit in. You're running the shit tonight.
Take my drink off. Damn, that nigga left. Must have to go to bed.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Truth. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Truth. Truth.